This is Ruby again, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe buttons below so you'll continue to receive notifications from me every time I upload a new video. Guten Abend Germany and good evening Philippines. Dinner time here again. So tonight I'm going to share to you the special recipe that is originally French, but because this is already my own version, so I would claim this as a Filipino-German modified style of cooking. So you may wonder why Filipino-German modified. It's simply because my mentor here is a Filipina but a German citizen and has studied formal studies in culinary art right here in Germany. Her name is Verna Lauer, and thank you, Verna, for teaching me how to cook this special recipe. For our special recipe today, the name is Ratatouille. Ratatouille. It is a French name for this original vegetable recipe, but because it is Filipino-German modified, so you will see some changes on it. So guys, here are the ingredients that you need in this ratatouille recipe. First, you need a vegetable oil and a cooking butter. You need a ground beef or ground pork. This is for my version. And tomatoes. You would need onions, garlic, and eggplant, or they call this aubergine. Aubergine in Germany. And you need a zucchini. And if you can see here, the paprika is also one of the major ingredients. And if you would notice, I have 4 colors of paprika. Or in Australia, they call this capsicum, or in the Philippines, bell pepper. So this is how I like to play with the colors. I have orange here, red, yellow, and green paprika. And you would need a tomato paste. Here, I'll make it closer to you so that you can read it properly in German language. And the tomato sauce or tomato sauce. And don't forget the 2 important cooking herbs. And these are the basilicum or basil and the thymian or thyme. So here I have hundreds of cooking herbs, but I only need 2 for the ratatouille. So I need the basilicum and the thyme or thymian. And actually I have a fresh thymian here, so I prefer fresh than the preserved dried ones. So now we have to start from pre-frying the veggies or half frying the veggies. This way we retain the natural juices and natural crisp of the veggies until we mix them all together with other ingredients or with the meats. Before anything, I will show you how I cut the veggies so you are well guided on how to do it. So here's how. For the zucchini, that's how I cut it. And the eggplant or aubergine, and the paprika, and the tomatoes, and the usual onion and garlic. Onion and garlic. Now that our pan is hot and ready, so I will put a butter. I will melt the butter. And when the butter is all melted, then it's the time for us now to pre-fry the aubergine. We will pre-fry each veggies one by one. The aubergine, zucchini, and paprika. And we set them aside. So now I'm done pre-frying the aubergine or eggplant. I will show you. You would notice that the veggies had shrinked, or the aubergine or eggplant had shrink a little bit. So we will put it back to the plate, the original plate where we put it, and we set it aside. And next is the zucchini. So we add more butter for the next in line, which is the zucchini. So next is the zucchini. So like the first step, we have to see to it that it is pre-fried. So the last one to pre-fry or to pre-cook is the paprika, or the capsicum or bell pepper in the Philippines. Guys, I know what runs in your mind. Why I have to pre-cook or pre-fry the aubergine, the zucchini, and the paprika. So guys, here is the rationale why I have to fry it one by one. Because I want to retain the balance of the moisture and texture of each vegetables. Because it's already given that the aubergine, zucchini, and capsicum or paprika has a different texture. There would always be a tendency that one of the veggies will be overcooked or over-fried. So there's no good of eating an over-fried vegetables, isn't it? Now that I have finished frying the aubergine, zucchini, and paprika, I have to clean the pan with a paper towel because I don't like the taste of a burned butter when I saute the garlic, onion, and the ground pork. So it's clean now. No more burned butter or used butter. Actually, I did not burn it because this is a non-stick pan. But I just don't like the taste of an overused butter. And now guys, to saute the garlic, onion with the ground pork and the fresh tomatoes, I will use, or we will use, a vegetable oil. Just a little bit. So now we're ready for sauteing the onion, garlic, and the main ingredient, which is the ground pork. The ground pork is the magic, or my very own version of Ratatouille. For my usual procedure in sauteing onion and garlic, I always fry or saute the onion first before the garlic. The rationale, according to my friend who is a chef, the garlic easily burns compared to the onion. So I have to fry the onion first, or saute the onion first, then the garlic. So we saute the onion now. Just like the usual, I love to have a lot of onion on it. It's not only because it brings out a strong taste in every cooking, but I always believe in the medicinal advantages of onion and garlic. So now, the onions are already luminous, so I have to saute the garlic now. And after the garlic and the onion has been sauteed, so we will now put the ground pork. So we wait until the pork is brown. It's now well done, so it's time for me to put the fresh tomatoes. So I'll just put it in one side so that I can check the texture of the tomatoes until it's half fried. So just frying it on the other side of the pan while the pork is still frying there. You will notice that I did not saute the tomatoes after the onion and the garlic. It's because I want to retain the crisp of the tomatoes once we mix all together all the ingredients. So now that I see that tomatoes are half cooked, then I will mix all together the onion, garlic, and the ground pork and tomatoes all together. Then we put the tomato pastes. So easy with the tomato paste because we still have to put a tomato sauce. So we just have to add some more if we think that we still need it after we taste it. Then after we see that everything has been mixed properly, then we can put a little bit of tomato sauce. So as usual, mix them all together. After the tomato paste and the tomato sauce, and after mixing it all together, now we have to cover the pan and simmer it for around 8 minutes. 8 minutes is over, so we have to open the pan now. And it's time for us to mix all together the main ingredients, which is the ground pork, and the veggies will be mixed all together. Since this is a small pan, so I have to transfer it to a wok to mix all the ingredients together. But I have to heat up the wok for at least some 30 seconds. The wok now is hot and ready, but I put a little bit of oil on it because this is not a non-stick pan. So now I will have to pour in the mixture from the pan, from the smaller pan, here to the wok. Then I will have to put now all the veggies together. The aubergine, the zucchini, and the paprika. So I will mix them all together. By the way, before I prepared a wok, I have boiled a water and prepared a 100 ml of water to pour in to the mixture. So here is the boiled water. Mix all together. Then now we have to simmer the mixture for around 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is over, so time for us to open the wok now, and we will put the cooking herbs. First, the basilicum and the thymian or the thyme, and the usual salt and pepper. So this depends on your tastes. version of Ratatouille, which is originally a French recipe if you use only vegetables. But because I mixed with meat, so now it becomes a Filipino-German modified style of cooking. My very own version. And if you do like this video, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe buttons below so you'll continue to receive notifications from me every time I upload a new video. Guten Appetit! Bye for now and see you on my next video!